George is trending. The National Security Amendment Bill Act and also trending. What is in it? Zentina, even NDC for me follow on Facebook. Blaster Sam George say, Papa, then I will pass with Ginny Viase. Then I want for great argument. Or show comment section as I Eugene talk about the cybersecurity law. Talk about the cybersecurity law. Kakra mehu, and I'm no betcha. Ninja Sam George was trending from Friday, on X, which is formerly Twitter, and I'm no betcha. My pages document and the doors 32 page critical analysis see nya WhatsApp platform I dey share your document what you saying obi Simon suggestion and entry it me no be come near one that's I don't trend because mo color LI 2462 ye hu ya na ya pass se Ghana galamsey ye ko aye tie mu no afa the forest reserves yetimi makwan mamanfo kutu from agudi of president nkwan na be ma kwan nti se president adamfo no obi no so betu from agudi nko a wasan a yetimi ma ne kwan ma okutu from agudi no ye nyina ase me se yen later na raso sa don ko ne ada civil society ma ya dwen ba so ye ni breye me dwen se no ntina x amanfo ni abirigidi se da bi ni ewura Sam George pese wo ye no obebo NDC aban no ana Ghana nso issues so what is my view? That's what I'm coming to submit to you on the critical analysis. Make sure so be subscribe and most subscriber no click bell notification no me the video be atuma obehu na watimi ahwebi uwia no waja comment in the comment section. Now I call app and the Play Store I want a pan rate call amenya light ni yes na download the pan rate na fedi dwuma no never all the major meeting platforms no ewo na abenya rate papa ebebo. Now there's a cybersecurity amendment bill. It is the first name me can amendment and on say bibi wo ho aye be sache dem what you say ka bibi amendment and I say bibi wo ho and aye be sache dem nti no na me ya amendment bill no parliament pass ya aye act but parliament and pass ya aye bill nti amendment bill 2025 cybersecurity law na kase pass in 2020. Who says we are say corner abe fontin time kase na me ba if be blockchain, if be cryptocurrency, cyber threat, system ni za microphone nam ni obi na wo ho na say no bi ji musical romance scam ni bibia antine say be hia ya cybersecurity architecture. The only issue I find is say act no. Cybersecurity ni say me pen confirm no medin kon na nka me dwen senke say national security na de ko share Ministry of Communications 2020 it no na nya Sam George na first na wo be ye and nya Sam George na introduce bill we di aba e wo hodeda nti na friend amendment no person ye nsakire bi e sakire ye no person ye na akofa ye ne about x our trend be bia any ade no. Now on this channel what you seek to do is to educate and na me na me ye we mane nkofo be course ne ade but ni nyina bi wo ha me ntiase ye but kakra me nso makanya edan Thomasum a me no nyina beche magi information o ma educate me any ade no any e be diguma 1 o she 32 page document na number 4 no okay bibi o say the authority shall in addition to the functions in section 4 carry out the following functions on the subject of Article 88 of the Constitution to investigate on the authority of the Attorney General, prosecute cyber crimes under this act. Ghana, the only institution and an office of prosecuting public crimes is the Attorney General. 88. The state versus no sa power ni na Attorney General Article 88. Matthias here. Now I say bill ya dey be no. Cybersecurity authority no ye be man mra so be prosecute. That leads me to section 20 of amendment no person de ban. Section 20B. Or say section 20B, the Director General, Deputy Director, and other authorized officers shall exercise the power of a police officer, including the powers to arrest, search, and seizure, and have the same right, protection, and immunity conferred on a police officer in the Criminal and Other Offences Act. Ahana man for said Debbie. We are fan people in this in Tunchen. We are draft. After no stakeholder, they never born come. It's in Nayamo come where young people near DC. Dream we near Mon come say. What the NDC people better say. Okay. Director General no was Cybersecurity Authority ye be ye say police officer with him chill. The deputy to chill. Onu ultimate designate ni pe bi manipa ni to chill. Ne asama ni immunity. Say what chill kwan bonu so what chill then at least police dey FBI. Police complaint unit. Abetime dey akọ military ebetime mo nipa na bia omfa ne sen de ne be hye dem sa on practice. Na ha de on immunity. Na ne won a amamfa flag ya me so me kan say me read the law no myself me flag ya na say tie o. Section 31. Mo person mo amend no. Look at it. Sources of fund for company Ghana National Cybersecurity Authority no. Sources of fund ni tie o. Nyama ye asam no ehuni. Nyama ye ehuni ni. The source of fund for the source of monies for the fund include seed money provided by Parliament. B. Monies which may become lawfully payable to the authority for the fund. 50% of all fines arising from criminal penalties under the Act. I say police officer na yasuma ne sa wo mechewo no. Oche kwan pasu, oche kwan boni su, se onya 100 cedis a 50 cedi ne dia. So that alone no, gives a certain authority to nkrofo na how de be nyamon hosem Ghana ne ewo no. 20B no say powers of arrest, search and seizure. E betime jiubibi. Na sa fans ni bibia no asikani ade bebo cyber authority ho bra no ana ban no 50% ska mo begibia na so kom ho. Wan ka say parliament approve more there but say 50% of all fines arising from criminal penalties under the act e kom ho. Again, 12% of communication tax for the fund per annum. To want to like so your core tax ye betum, data ye betum, mamuni communication tax they basically ovia kwa na yete woso no, auto data na yete woso no sa tax no, almost na budget 12% of the abom ho bra. No fine no. 50% so waje. It's clear conflict of interest. You do say to me yet more cyber security. What's my message in a because I know say me than na me give 50% na be kono and they have the power to prosecute. So it's questionable one for raising issues with it. So it may cause them to do something that is unlawful. Now yanko 77A. Where na me I wish I had a WhatsApp program that was not in Mashibi. Yanko 77A. 77A, yes. That is next where I'm going to. Yes, 77A, no. That is it. Me use laptop to move into my drag. 77B. Or say, no, okay, this is a say. A person shall not use the internet or any form of electric medium or technology to bully a child or an adult. A person shall not use a computer or other electronic medium to send a threatening message to a lewd message to a child. Make sexual advancement towards a child. Yeah, papa, any idea. 3, no. And a man for flag say a vague. 67A3. A person shall not create a false identity online or a fake social media profile for the purposes of following a child, whether or not the contact is acceptable, an adult where the contact is unacceptable. And at your say, a person shall not use online computer service or any other electronic device to track the location of a child, monitor the real world activities of a child, track the location of another person without the consent of the person. So na no track e for the plane. Enya no an ke bi anka air flight and e for the finanka yen. Tracking. You cannot use a computer to track so obi to play mu ko baby. It is against the law and you can be fined, you can be jailed. It's a hanso flag akra won. Again, fake social media no. Na me read it from other aspects e kwakoye say ya nya careful because say you don't say to do when is so use online. You cannot use ebia edinya any Ghana card so. Enti ebia omo use aliases on social media, stone boy, onya criminal. O ni din wo ho, shatawale wo ni din wo ho, ebia me use din fufrebo social media nya you say to a eno so dey assemble brew. So I feel that is also vague. And I can't say any papa. Me can say the wording of it in a vague. They need to explain it well. You can't say be a vague. They need to explain that bit very well. It sounds vague to me. 67A3 no. And then I make say, am I can act in nyanya papa? Unsa baby omo protecting kola sexual activities ni sa puno mo sending and amanfo puno e wa around ni nyina issue a e se dele. But I feel say some sections bi wo ha and amanfo flag ya e critical e se adwen call. Na yenko 59B. 59B. Yes. Let's go to 59B. Okay. 59B no say the authority shall, upon the occurrence of a cybersecurity incident or cybercrime, conduct investigations and prosecute same. Enti one bread, they are their same investigators, they are prosecutors, and they are judges. They can find. It's too much of a duty. As a one body no, nyama three, investigate, prosecute, fine. It's too much. Ghana Police Service prosecute. A investigation, not the court, not court determine. Like I say, yeah, there's a power thing there. Share one authority. I say, it sounds a bit checker to me. Till baby, move freezing account 6. Now say, where the authority consider the freezing of property is necessary to facilitate an investigation or prosecution, the authority shall, in writing, direct the freezing of the property of a person or entity being investigated. Specify property held by a person or entity any other than the person or entity being investigated or prosecuted. The authority shall, within 14 days after freezing of the property, apply to the court for a confirmation of the freezing. Answer crown of a court no, utimi freezing wo ade no, answer na 14 days wa court akwaje court so on confirm man. Now, what is interesting is that under this act, there is no remedial measure. Ebi obia ye bibia to me so. What just freezing me asset 14 days now court a confirm me and now one confirm me. So how now what happen? There's no remedial measure for me to correct myself. There's no remedial measure say what say my dear what say my dad. There's nothing in the act. See, where the authority considers that freezing of property is necessary to facilitate an investigation or prosecution, the authority shall, in writing, direct the freezing of authority na the number. So I'm just saying that so freezing my account, go to court and seek another. But where do you say the authority shall, and in law, yes, law for it shall a mandamus, or say shall, in writing, direct the freezing of the property of a person or entity being investigated. Specify property held by a person or entity other than the person or entity being investigated or prosecuted. Obia, Anna, the authority shall, within 14 days after freezing of the property, apply to the court for a confirmation. Why am I there? After 14 days now, for me, as I said, the law is not entirely bad. There's good, but I have 5-4 provisions in there. Megin say, here are some George draft minimum leaky here, but send a man for bashing on or your consultation. I'm against a 100 year own him free. M1, M1, a bit sounds like the criminal libel law. M1, begins I want to let's refine baby back come and say, hey, Bia, I ask someone for the register social media. No, maybe. In filling the social media forms or something, the back end, you must provide a Ghana card at the end of the year. Meaning, I'm supposed to Ghana cards. One of the ways to track criminality. System here, you acquire SIM card registration, still mobile money for so no system is foolproof. In the hand of my say, be as well, person where ensure some man for face misinformation, disinformation, fake account. Be a one layer BDA. Yan say, I want to upload Ghana card, been about the dinner one day. It doesn't change anything. So be so the some money. So that is a bit of my view. So this some of the signals I've been able to pick up as I feel like gaining momentum. As and when I pick up that signals on it and I'm reading a BBC jump it to me. I'll bring it back. This is the few ones I jump to. One, say social media one care for Ghana card new diangasa na de beko. That is 1. 2, agency is so why no investigator or a prosecutor or a judge on its own. Sikabi omubenya no omoji 50%. And I make us a one care for no be a certain motive be on bejina so dia yen samone. Ghana de all the mara many pa no wa guide ni ye wa anya careful na manfo bi begina so e de adi nsemone again ba ko so me hu ya na mani nye ho no how even the minister will determine misinformation and disinformation in your authority may be described, but the wording of it is vague. What is misinformation? There need to be clear guidelines. Yeah, the best they say where the misinformation, where the disinformation. So these are some of the things I jump into me. I don't know. So also when you be a 32 private, me share your view with me. From you, say to just comment in the comment section. We are not subscriber, man. No click bell notification. You know, but the video be to my be who know it my share. Send the be I make an Ghana senior to show see, bye bye.